Now, of course, it's me, the old funky one, man. Funkadelic Jones back in the building, man. Welcome back to the Ghetto Wealthy Podcast, sponsored by Anchor.fm. The easiest way to start a podcast. Yo, if y'all looking to start a podcast, make sure y'all check out Anchor.fm. Everything you need from monetization to editing to distribution, all of that, man. And first, you got to shout out to all my distribution, of course, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon, and even Facebook. Your boys out here, we going global, man. So let's get down to business, man. And see, today's episode, we need to have a little talk about benefits, beneficial. Because it seems like I've ran across that all the time in life. Beneficial. People only stick around for you. People only come around you because it's benefit to them. They're like, okay, we gonna this benefits me, so this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Now, outside of family, there's people in life that I don't want to lose. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, I got people that I don't talk to for weeks and months at all. When I check my phone, I'll be looking like, well, I was the last one to respond to the text message. But you know what would be so funny? We be in the whole midst of a conversation, and then the conversation just stopped. And then like weeks later go by, and they'll come back and be like, oh, I'm just now seeing this. That's a bunch of bullshit, to be honest with you. Because if somebody's not responding to your phone call, if somebody's not responding to your text message, they don't want to talk to you. You can't tell me in this world today, if somebody's not responding to your text, they just don't want to talk to you. If they're not answering your phone calls, they don't want to talk to you. Why? Because everybody has their phone on them 24/7. My phone stay on my hip at all times. If I'm not using it, it's probably beside me somewhere. So I seen your text message. I seen your phone call. If I'm not responding to you, that means I just don't want to talk to you. Because I put it to you like this. People only come around when it's needed. People only leech onto you because they need you, not because they want you. They don't want you in their life. They need you. And when them needs are gone, they're gone with them. You understand? Because prime example, I got somebody that every time we talk, they disappear for like 2 months. And then they come back when it's an emergency, quote unquote. Like real talk, can't even lie to y'all. When it's an emergency, they will oversell dramatic, just, oh my God, this happened and that happened. And I'm sitting there looking like, it's nice to talk to you too. First of all, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? It even got to the point where they felt like it was comfortable to just send me Cash App requests. Just here you go. Like, I'm requesting this amount of money. Okay. And you know what I find funny after that? They will call me. I mean, not call me, but they would text me. And then be like, yeah, I sent you a request. I got it. So what am I supposed to, every time somebody send me a request on Cash App, I'm supposed to just honor it without speaking to me first? Like, what is that? So this is why I say, like, people only, when it benefits them, they there. When it don't benefit them, they gone. That's why I say you gotta realize you have people in your life they only there for the benefits. Cause especially if they see your ceiling is high, they gonna ride your wave with you. Cause them favors gonna keep coming. That's why I tell people all the time. Sometimes you gotta let certain people go. You have to. Yeah, they might be your day ones. You might got a crush on them. You may like them, whatever the case may be. You gotta let them go. Cause they not doing nothing but benefiting off you. Fellas, there are women out here that, yeah, you might like her, but you ever notice that every time when it comes to spending money, like anytime you see her, it requires spending money. And then she be asking for wild, ridiculous stuff. Cause she don't like you. She just benefiting off you. She just mooching off you. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go. You like, wait, if I don't even know you, if I don't know you well enough, why am I spending $200 on you? This is why nowadays I rarely do favors. I don't even do favors because I helped out one. Because once you open that door to favors, the flood is coming through. Now all of a sudden they feel like I'm about to just I'm about to keep asking for favors all day long. That's why I don't do favors with people. Because I remember somebody asked me for a small amount, something that is not even tripping. It was under $10, so I was like, yeah, I got that, yeah, Next thing you know, because once you give somebody the inch, now they taking them out. Now they running the whole football field. Because now they about to see like, well, if he gave me this, let me see what else I can get from him. Let me see what else I can do. Because it's benefiting them. I've had ladies, when it comes to like, yo, let's link and stuff like that, they will be, oh, I'm so busy. Like, this is why I say they don't like you for real. They only come around when it's beneficial. Cause I've ran into these ladies where it's just like, yo, like, let's link up sometime. I'm always very busy. I'm always busy. But when they need something, I'm the first person line they blowing up. They calling me. I be sitting back looking like, so anytime I ask you for something, I'm so busy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. But when they need something, I'm supposed to just drop everything and keep it and just cater to your needs. No, it does not work like that. That's why I barely do favors now. I just look at it like it is what it is and keep moving. I tell people, man, I'm the anti-hero of this generation. I don't give a damn what somebody's perception of me is like. I tell somebody no one time, they hate me forever. That's fine. Cause if you keep telling yes, they're gonna keep using you. If you tell them no, now all of a sudden they hate. Now all of a sudden you don't do nothing for me. You don't do nothing. When those people come out, like I said, everything is yes, so everything's all good. That one no changes literally everything. So it's crazy how you think about it. That one no wipes away everything that you've done for them on the surface. Everything. One no. That's all it took. Now they over there talking about, you don't do nothing for me. What have you done for me? I mean, do I gotta go pull out the receipts of what I've done for you? Do I need to go get the receipts? Cause you're making it seem like I ain't do nothing for you. Like I'm just like you good. Like do I need to go get the receipts? That's why I used to say all the time as well. Like, understand your value. And this is why I say this to this day. Understand your value in life. Because when you value yourself, just nobody, anything or anybody just can't get close to you when you have value. You understand? When you have value, everything can't get close to you. It's almost like when it comes to jobs. I'm not knocking nobody with a job and being realistic with you. A job don't give a damn about you. You're just a body at that job. This is why I say, like, when it comes to jobs, anybody can do this job. Cause why? You're getting trained to do it. So that means you can be replaced tomorrow. Yeah, you can be replaced tomorrow. Like I probably never told this story. Well, I probably have, but I've had experience where just like you understand the value. So when I was working at my first loss prevention job, right? It came down to the ultimate reason why I ended up leaving in the first place. Because why? Clearly it showed I had no value left. You know what I mean? As much as I did, I had no value. Because when promotion came, and again, I didn't even have no beef with the girl. Because the girl was talking to me about it. I even told her, I said, look, if you want the position, take it. Don't let my answer sway. Don't let my answer sway you from not taking it. Or I wasn't gonna be like, well, you turn down so I can take it, right? But then I've been at that store longer than she has. So I was there from the dirt, from the very bottom. You understand? But here's was the slap in the face. Everybody was going hard after her. She told them no. Who you think they was coming after at sloppy seconds? Me. Like, after she shot them down, now I'm the backup option. I'm sloppy seconds. I'm second choice. You understand? It wasn't even I can understand if it was like I can see if it was like a fair, balanced competition, then I wouldn't have been mad at it. I'd be like, okay, we're gonna choose the right candidate. Boom. But no, they literally was going hard for one girl. The store manager, the assistant manager, the district manager, all wanted one girl. And she told them no. But then when that went out the window, now they looking like, who can we get now? Who can we get? Like, I'm like, so, and then they offered me Pinocchles. That joint was like, it was an embarrassment. I was making $11.75 at the time. They was only offering me like what, a 50-cent raise? Or something like that, cause it literally like, it wasn't even much. Like I said, I know my math a little off, but it literally went from like $11.75 to like $12.25. And I was like, the amount of workload that I have to do for $12.25, you can't even give a brother at least a $2 raise. It's insane. You want me to open the store, close the store, count money, bring the truck and bring the shipment in. You want me to do all those things. And you know what the manager said to me? She said, don't do it for the money, do it for the experience. I already had enough experience. Even after I left, even after I left, I went to a rival competitor. They was paying me more. And you know what the manager was doing? She was running around, trying to be like, oh, we can get you that. We can get you that money. We can get you that money. I was like, but the area loss prevention manager came to me directly and said, I hate to see you go, but we can't offer what they're paying you. That we can't match what they're offering you. So I was like, so basically, she ain't buying me as an employee. You ain't gotta lie to me. If you can't match an offer, you can't match it. I would rather you just been like, hey, look, Dom, like look, we appreciate you working here. Thank you for everything you did, but we can't match that. Like, basically mean that's basically letting somebody know up front, this is all we can offer you. So my best advice would be to take that. And I did. And I left. You know? And another story that I had too, especially working there, was when especially I was doing all my stories Laws of Entry because that's what most of my time was before I left. But it was when they brought in another security guard, another LP, Loss Prevention, right? This was the funniest thing ever. So they brought another LP in. He was supposed to be some hotshot. He was supposed to be some hotshot security guard. Now, mind, I was cool with the dude. I ain't no beef with him. But they brought him in. He's supposed to be some hotshot dude. He's supposed to be like the store shrinkage and all. He's supposed to be big time, right? I was like, all right, cool. So who got pushed to the back? Me. Who got pushed all the way to the bottom of the pile? Me. So you had 3 LPs, me, him, and the other girl that was on the team. Me and her been holding the ship down for a long time. But when they brought him in, so it became more of him, her, and me. So who got stuck working the later shifts? Me. Who had to pretty much be at the bottom of the pile doing all the shifts and stuff that people didn't want to do? Me. Right? So here's where the plot thickens though. So we had a big corporate visit. Right? A big corporate visit. This was the LP manager that told me that they couldn't match the offer. His boss was coming in town. So this is his boss. So when it came to the hotshot security guard, he was supposed to be there to dazzle the corporate people and woo 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 woo. My man was nowhere to be found. Not saying I wasn't needed on the team at the time, but my role became a little bit less. It's like an athlete taking a pay cut to bring in more superstars. That's kind of how I had to take a lesser role to bring him in. You understand? My role had to decrease a little bit to bring him in. So the day that this visit came, okay, he's supposed to be the hotshot security guard. My man was nowhere to be found. Right? So I'm at home relaxing. I think I had to work later that day. I probably had to do the closing shift that night. But they was blowing my phone up. Oh, they was blowing my phone up. Cause I probably lived like right down the street. I didn't drive at the time either. I used to walk to work. So, my mom, this is when I was still in my mom's spot. But yeah. So thank God mom was there. Cause it only took me like 5 minutes to get there. But literally, they were blowing my phone up. They was like, yo, we need you right quick. Such and such is nowhere to be found. And woo-woo. Like, make sure you got your stuff. Make sure your clothes ironed. Make sure this is... No, I got there in 5 minutes before they even got there. I got there in like 5 minutes. They didn't show up yet. Everything. They came in, knocked it out the park. The store manager, there was a guy at the time, but the store manager dapped me up, or fist pound, you know what I mean, whatever y'all want to call it. Even the LP manager fist pound, cause I just saved his ass. I just saved his. I didn't make him look bad on his job. You understand? I didn't make him look bad. So that's when the manager told me, he was like, look, he was always our guy. But see, they brought the guy in as a hotshot. But here I am, yet again, I come in as Superman. I got to clean up somebody else's mess. Shows how much value that was at the time. You dig what I'm saying? And even when I got to my rival competitor, and I probably never told nobody this story either, but it was semi my fault when I say this, so I'm gonna say it anyway. But when I first got there, this was my rookie. This was my first few months on the job. Like, they send you to a training course. So I went to that training course, completed it, did what I had to do, right? And we get a new manager. Mind you, this is like the notorious manager that she has a bad reputation. So of course, you know, boom. got a bad reputation. She got a bad reputation. So I'm like, okay. They say she's super micromanaged, and boy, was she super micromanaged. It's no beef, but it is what it is. You super micromanage. So the training coach comes around again, and this is where me and her always bumps head at, because she was one of them like, it's literally my way or the highway. Because she asked me, she was like, do you want to take this training course again? I said, no, I already took it. She said, well, it's basically she already signed me up, but she asked me, hey, do you want to take it? She was like, I just want to get your answer though. You already signed up. I just want to get your answer though. I was like, nah, I already took it. Well, you know, I'm involved, so you know, you gotta take this course again. Cause the lady that was running the course was her best friend though. And that's a story I would tell y'all, and I'm gonna get to as well. But again, stuff like that is disrespectful, because it's just like, I would rather you just told me like, hey, look, I signed you up as a refresh course. Woo woo. I know you already took it, but you know, I think you should go again. You know, get some refresh lessons, taught again. Boo boo. You know, hey, I would have rather took that than to just throw me to the wolves and just be like, yeah, you gotta go again. I'm like, oh wow, oh wow, okay. So when that happened, I was like, oh, all right. It wasn't until I got to the training course that this is how I knew I wasn't vibing. This is how I knew I was getting disrespected behind the scenes. Right? This is how I knew I was getting disrespected. Because first of all, when I first met that micromanager, when I first met her, literally walked in my office was just like, so you're the infamous. Like, she came in and used the word infamous. So I was like, mind you, I'm new at the time. I don't know that many people. So that means somebody in the higher up, I don't know who I pissed off, because I don't know what I did, but for you to label me infamous, that means somebody was talking behind the scenes. But then when I got to the training class for the second time, her training buddy, the lady that she said was like, yeah, she's gonna mess with you because you're my loss prevention and all this other nonsense, right? The lady literally sat down in front of me while we was having lunch, and she looked me in my face and said, I heard you was trouble, and tried to laugh and play it off. I'm not a stupid guy. Mind you, I'm not popular. Nobody. I'm not a known LP at the time. But the fact that you can sit in front of me and say, I heard you was trouble, means what? There's a lot of chatter going on behind the scenes. So when I talked to my boss about it, you think she talked to her friend? No, she criticized me. I said, well, damn. Now, this is me being an asshole. I'm gonna be real with y'all when I say this, but they asked, and this is why I end up getting kicked out of the class. They literally asked, they said, what do you plan to get out of this lesson? So it's a 2-part type of thing though. It was, you had to learn how to catch shoplifters and how to catch associate stealing. So we got to the shoplifting part, and it was like, well, what do you plan to learn from this part? I was like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nothing. And they hit you with they was like, you're gonna, like, she took me outside, talked to me, like, you can go ahead and leave, and we'll contact your boss. Of course I got written up. Of course. Of course. But then when I seen my boss as she was signing that write-up, I was trying to come to her and just was like, yo, so why your friend said she heard that I was trouble? And she kept giving me the runaround. I was like, well, damn. I was like, all right, cool. But see, you know, at the end of the day, even with like this story here, because what led to my ultimate decision to leave that situation was it was too much behind the scenes going on. But like on the surface, everybody smiled in my face. Everything cool. But behind the scenes, now everybody wants to be, oh, we making all these moves and we doing all this without he don't need to know what's going on. So when it led to the ultimate decision of one of my guys at my store, at my location, I worked at many ones, but one of my guys ended up getting fired. And then they threw somebody else's name in the hat. Now mind y'all, when you work in retail and somebody gets fired, who do you think these people that come in and fire them, who do you think they get their information from? Us. Now mind you, they left me out to dry in this situation. They left me out to dry. So y'all don't value me as a team member, clearly, but y'all was making moves behind my back. And then when it got back in during the interview process, they mentioned another girl's name, and the girl found out about it. So how did that situation play out? It made it look like I gave them that name. So I went to the girl directly. I was like, look, if I was you, I would go ahead and talk to customer service on them. I said, cause see, you don't fight. I wasn't gonna sit down and lay down and be the good dog, the good guy at the time. No. Y'all made this move yourself and it backfired. Y'all didn't value enough to tell me what was going on. Cause see, the difference is if I was in on it, then I would be on y'all side. But because of the fact that I wasn't in on it, whatever happens, that's on y'all. It got back to the girl that y'all was trying to potentially fire. So I was like, hey, if I were you, I would call customer service. But when it comes to value, let's understand. I'm the type of person I am now before I get up out of here. But I'm the type of person that will tell somebody, like, look, why do I need you? I'm being real with you. Like, why do I need you? Because one thing about me, you can't just sell me something and think I'm just all good and gravy. Like, why do I need you? Like, I wouldn't even take a disrespectful offer from a job because it's kind of just looking like the way the world is nowadays, I can go make this myself. So if you're not prepared to offer me something, why do I need you? Sounds fair to me. I'm like, I can go out here and make that myself, right? So why exactly do I need you? So you want me to go out here and work all these long hours when I can go out there and make that in half of the time? So again, why do I need you? My time is valuable. My time is very valuable. So before I get out of here, I know I said that, but this goes back to, no, better yet, I'll say that for another episode. You know what? I'll say that for another episode because that's going to be a banger though. But all I'm going to say is at the end of the day, my time is valuable. My time is very valuable. It is. My time is very valuable. So at the end of the day, I will tell you guys this. Value your time. Don't ever let nobody come around for the benefits. When you see them people that leeching on to you for the benefits, let them go. They got to go. You understand? Like, let them go. They got to go. And I promise you, you'll see things different, man. It's your boy, Funkadelic Jones, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Gone. I'm gone.